I don't have a picture to show you yet, but I think I showed a couple weeks ago. It's almost ready to come out, and I was looking at one of the songs. We have A minor in there. I'm going to put A in there, but how many A chords do you know? So this is going to be a little bit of a guitar session. You can leave your chat in there if you can leave your comments up here in the chat bar if you want to. It'll come out in the chat. I mean, how many A chords could you play? I mean, I can play a bunch of different ones. I'm going to show you my favorite A chords, and the old school A where everybody plays like their fingers like this, where it's like all three like this, just like play all three notes. I never play that chord. That's one of the things about this video is I never play this chord. So some people play like, you know, that's I don't know. I never play that. So what do I play? I'll show you. I play A. I play D. If I'm going to play an A chord, it's probably in the key of D most likely. So I just play that A right there. It's an A sus 4. It's one finger. The other A that I think guitar teachers used to teach, or at least they probably still do teach. I don't teach this chord that much. It's one finger barred down the whole on the whole thing. Okay, one finger barred down the whole thing. So I'm going to turn that chat off just because it's annoying. If you have a chat, go ahead and chat. Let me know you're there, and I will do this because it's live on all of our things right now. But this A is very hard for beginners to do. You take your first finger, you bar it down, and you try not to hit that high note at the end. It's a terrible, terrible scenario. Okay, that's a terrible chord. And the one where you use all three fingers, you kind of cram them in here like this. That's terrible too, in my opinion. I mean, you may use that here and there. I'm just saying, but your go-to A is going to be, here's a D, here's an A. Now if you want, you can take your finger off there and just play the top 2 or 3 notes. But you don't need the high note. You don't need to do that weird thing. You don't need all that. And especially for modern worship stuff, you're never going to use that stuff. Let me check the chat, see if anybody is chatting. No, I don't know. Reaction upper. Okay, there it is. No, that's not it. Oh, there's this stream chat. Okay, I think I can actually start out. So I will say hello. So I'm going to show you that my A chord goes straight from, okay, I'm going to pull this up here so you can kind of do that. Okay, my A chord goes straight from the D. You just leave your third finger down and you push down like that. You just kind of put your fingernail kind of on those 2 notes. And you mute out that string. You mute out the top string with your thumb, and you have that A sus. It's really like an A sus 4. So you go D to G. Oh, that's another video. So we're just on A today. So that would be my basic A chord. If I was just gonna play an A chord only, I would just do that. Okay, let me see what we got here going down. Now if I was going to play something more, if I was gonna do anything else, A sus, A7, A minor, okay, A minor, a lot of people play A minor just like this. Okay, that would be okay. I play A minor 7 more. So I like the high ring. I like the high ring of the A minor 7, okay? So I like the high, and so from D, that would be in the key of G. Then I would go to A minor 7, A minor 7 with the little pinky. Or if you're in the key of C, and you go to F. A minor 7. See, that's nice. Ooh, that's really nice too. minor 7. So if I'm gonna play an A minor, it's gonna be an A minor 7, mostly with the pinky, and maybe not with the pinky. So it's just the 2 notes, 2 fingers, A minor 7. With a high E open. I think it sounds way better than this. When you get that note in there, I like the A minor 7 better. It's also, if you're playing a C chord, like a traditional standard C chord, A minor 7, it's the same, you just lift up your, it's the same as the bottom of a C. C chord, bottom of a C, A minor 7. Okay? So that's what that is. I'm gonna check this live feed. All right, so if you guys have any questions about the A, so I'm gonna get into some more extremely, more obscure A's. Then I'm gonna do some more obscure A's. But that would be like an A minor 7. With the high pinky, A minor 7 with the open. Okay? A minor 7 with the pinky. That's all good voicing on the A minor 7. The other A that I use would be an A7 sus4. Okay, it would be in the key of D. If you were doing when the music fades, all is stripped away, and I simply come. Oh, see, that's where you guys say, longing just to breathe something that's of worth that will bless your heart. A7 sus4, so it's an A7, which is like this chord, only it's an A7 sus. A7 sus. So that's interesting because back in A7 by itself sounds a little bit country or honky, not honky, but honky tonk. You know, if you're but if you use an A7 sus4, so if you take your A7 and you add the sus4, and then you play the high E open, then you have a when the music fades, all is stripped away, and I simply come. Want that to be a little higher? Longing just to bring something that's of worth. No, it's an E minor 7 with it. Right here's E minor 7. Oh, bless your heart. I'll bring you more than a song. A minor, A7 sus, for a song in itself is not what D/F sharp, A7 sus. This is a perfect song for this chord. You search much deeper within for the way things appear. E minor 7, D/F sharp, A7 sus. I'm coming back to heart of. See how easy that A chord is? So if you do the A7 sus, I'm coming back to heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made. It's all about you. All about, that's a G major 7 when I put the finger down here. All about you, Jesus. So that is a lot of cool stuff you can do with an A7 sus. So that's an A, so I use A minor 7, A minor 7 with a high pinky, A7 sus. Those are the main A chords I use. Let's talk about some ones that I don't use that you might just want to know for the heck of it. A major 7 looks like this. Yeah, A major 7. And I'm going to check the restream chat. A major 7. And A major 7 down here too. But I don't use that. I would say I wouldn't use that song much in modern type worship stuff. I use the major 7 in a little jazz thing. This was actually on one of my albums. And that's major 7 stuff. A major 7. So if you throw in a major 7, it's going to sound like, that's definitely going to sound jazzy. Unless you do it like a major 7G. I throw the major 7G in all the time, but we're on A. Let's not leave A behind. So A7 like dominant 7, which would be, when I was younger I would play. A7, I don't use that much, but A7 sus I do, as I said. So those are my big real A chords that I use. I use the A7 sus, the A minor 7, the A minor 7 without the pinky, and then those are the ones, or just the regular A still with the sus. I think I must use a lot of A sus's only. Let me look. I had a chart up here. I pulled up a chart, just a random chart, to make sure I didn't miss anybody, miss any A's. But hey, thanks. Welcome to the feed. Welcome into the guitar feed. So that's the A. Hey Roy, what's up? What's going on? So like I said, A7, A sus, A minor 7. That's not an A, that's a D major 7, but I guess that would be A, B, C, D, E, F, 6. This would be an A6, like a sort of 6 if you play the F sharp. Sounds kind of, so it's just like that. Most of them I'm going to go to are going to be a D to the A7 sus to the G to the A7 sus. Or if I'm in the key of C, I'm going to go C, A minor 7, E minor 7. In the key of D, A7 sus, D/F sharp G, A7 sus again. So that's my favorite chord, A7 sus, with the high E open or not open. And I will use that any day in place of an A. So if I'm looking at a song and I see A, I'm playing an A7 sus or an A sus, period. Unless it's very, very specifically an A for some weird reason, like it needs to have this note in it or something. You know, if not, I'm going to put the sus in it and I'm going to play it with my third pinky down, or third finger down. I'm going to leave my third finger down on all those chords. I'll leave my third finger down on D, A7 sus, B minor, my new version of the B minor. I'll leave it down on my G, my E minor 7. And I'll come back to it. Yeah, you can leave your third finger down on B minor 7, G without the bar, because I'm going to get rid of all those bars. B minor 7, G, E minor, D, B minor. When you go to A minor, sometimes you have to lift up your third finger, but that's the only exception. In this form, though, I would be in F, C, G. I'd be holding my pinky down. Play A minor, C, F, G, maybe D minor. G sus, that's a G sus 4. D minor, 7. F. And F2 is really with the high G there. G sus. But notice my fingers are in a different position than when I'm in the key of D. All in the key of C. So if you kind of get used to those feelings and what you're doing and adding those sus2s, adding the sus4s, adding suspensions basically, and the high notes, finding a common high note, like in the key of C, it's that high G. When the music fades, this is a different key. All is slipped away, and I'll simply come. Longing just to bring something that's a word that will bless your heart. So you can kind of do all of that with that high stuff. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you are on YouTube that you subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends. If you're on Facebook, just hit the share button. If you're watching the video, hit the share button and it'll go straight over to all your friends. They'll be like, oh my goodness, that was so cool. And leave me a comment below and a like and a little bell thing. I'll do more videos like this. If you want to hear, that was my video on the A chord, showing you my tricks on the A. I kind of warped into the different keys, but I can do a little bit more of that with each different chord, how I approach them a little bit differently than a traditional guitar lesson. And if you want to know more, you can always go over to worshiptheking.com and you can check that out. If you really like what I'm doing, you can also join together in ministry with me. You can donate as a partner at worshiptheking.com/partner. So you can actually join in just by donations, or you can join the membership, or you can get a songbook, which I really like. Okay, the songbook cover. I can probably bring that in. Why don't I bring that in right now? I'll show you the new songbook cover. Oh, there it is. Add existing plain songbook cover. Oh, wow, that's big. That's too big. Let's make it smaller. Let's pull it over here. This is the new songbook. It'll be coming out. It'll be on Amazon within about a week from this video. So if you're watching this anytime else, we're probably about the end of August, we'll be releasing this new songbook. It is going to be awesome. All the videos are going up on our channel right now for this songbook. So you can actually play. I can point to it. This songbook over here. I'm pointing to nothing in air in my studio. It's like, whoa, look at this songbook. This is amazing. Anyway, it's going to have all these songs in them with easy chords and slash marks over top, so you can get the songbook. That is the most extraordinary way you can do to support the channel. Buy a songbook from Amazon and leave a review. That is what I'm asking you guys to do if you're watching and you want to get involved just by helping me support the channel and the ministry at Worship the King. God bless you. I'll see you